Hello YouTube and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Now we are 2/3 into August and I have an apology to make. In my latest video I asked you to comment on which building I should be doing next, and actually practically all votes went on the sweet surprises. So that's what I began. But shortly into the build I realized that I had miscalculated how many of these dark azure bricks I actually had. So I had to make a bricklink order and I'm still waiting. So this is how far my sweet surprises have come. Then what to do as I'm waiting for my bricks? Well, I do subscribe to roughly 200 different YouTube channels all about Lego. But I am an avid fan of the BrickTubers network, and I often try to comment on their videos. And not long ago, Jacob from Brick's Bakery had a video in which he built the old Spirit of St. Louis aeroplane flown by Charles Lindbergh. And that video actually was somewhat of a throwback for me, because I remember having that one and I remember playing with it all over the house. So I thought, well, I have some of these old sets. I have the instructions lying around. So I decided to dive into some of my old sets. I considered doing a Memory Monday or maybe a Vintage Wednesday, but I ended up doing a Throwback Thursday. And in my old ring binder, I actually found all my old instructions. Now, looking at this, I know there are people who will be crying out and shouting sacrilege for what has been done to them. They have been cut in half, stapled, but as I said, this is 40 years ago. And my father was a practical man. He believed that my brother and I probably wouldn't take very good care of the instructions. So he decided to take care of them for us. Now, looking at these instructions, I thought, well, why not build some of these sets? So that's what I intend to do, and I hope you will join me. The first one I'll be doing is number 610, called the Vintage Car. It's a set from 1973 and it consists of 35 parts. And this one, it reminds me very much of a Ford A model, only it's in red, not in black. And as a child, I was very fond of Laurel and Hardy. And this reminded me of those Ford cars that they were driving. So I used to say, take minifigs, placing them in the car and playing that was Laurel and Hardy, crashing the car into whatever was on the floor in my room. Now, this is funny. That is what today would be called an illegal building technique, but nevertheless, it is in the instructions. Now, the windscreen. Also, I really like this little part beneath the car, because it is actually possible, due to this small space, to jam a minifigure's foot inside, and therefore having a minifigure hanging on the side, playing 1930s gangsters. Small vintage car. Now the second set that I dug out is set number 613, the biplane, a set from 1974. A very simple set, only 16 parts. But it does feature this propeller. And I have to admit, when I was rummaging around in my boxes trying to find the parts to build this, I only found one. And I know that as a child I had at least 4 or 5 of those propellers. But they broke so easily. So today I only got one left. But that one is also enough for me. You see, again, it is in the instructions how you wedge the tile in between the knobs. Nice little biplane. The third one I decided to dig out is set number 614, the excavator. That set is also from 1974 and consists of 29 parts. It features this printed tile with a Lego and these bricks with holes in the side. And now we come to the fun part, because the windscreen is the old style, and it is actually not 2 bricks high as windscreens of today. This windscreen is only 1 brick and 2 plates high. Now, it also features this brick with holes in it for attaching these wheels. Now, the instructions are that old kind called, well, some people call them spot the difference. But as I've been building Lego sets since the mid-70s, that's not so much of a problem for me. So there we have it, the beginning of my vintage collection. Number 610, the vintage car. Number 613, the biplane. And number 614, the excavator. Now I hope you enjoyed this little Throwback Thursday. And I intend to come back next Thursday with some new vintage sets. So, hope you enjoyed and see you soon. Bye.